I loved playing high school sports. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated. No colleges called, and neither did the pros. So, to stay close to the game I loved, I decided to become a high school official. A referee. When I played high school sports, I learned the importance of integrity, good sportsmanship, and respect for the rules. Now, as a high school official, I get to help model these same values to others. Maybe the colleges and the pros didn't call, but the kids in Texas did. And now, I'm enjoying the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, and all the pageantry of high school sports all over again.
Interested in becoming a licensed high school official? Go to highschoolofficials.com to learn more and begin the application process.
Meet Josh.
Hi, everybody.
Josh is a high school basketball player, solid shooter, great teammate.
Hey, don't forget my tenacious D.
And he's my son.
Oh.
So, what does Josh do to be the best basketball player he can be?
I play tennis.
Studies show that student athletes here in Texas who play more than one high school sport are more likely to excel. Tennis does more than improve Josh's conditioning. It gives him a fresh competitive outlet, reduces the risk of injury by cross-training, and introduces him to different coaching techniques and new friends.
Don't get me wrong, hoops are my first love. Tennis just gives me a little break.
So when the new season begins, Josh isn't burned out on basketball. He's eager to play. And you can see the difference in his game.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Don't miss the UIL Girls Basketball State.
The University Interscholastic League would like to thank its corporate sponsors. Without the generous support of these sponsors, many UIL activities would not be possible. The UIL gives special thanks to Balfour, Baylor Scott & White, Dairy Max, Dairy Queen, Ford, Fox Sports Southwest, Gatorade, Hellas Construction, Max Preps, the NFHS Network, Nike, Register My Athlete, Spalding, and Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. These generous corporate sponsors support the UIL in all its activities, music, academics, and athletics. The UIL appreciates these sponsors and their participation in all that the UIL does in Texas extracurricular activities. On behalf of the UIL and its corporate sponsors, thank you for supporting UIL activities in your community and enjoy the game.
Well, good afternoon, friends, and welcome to Hendrickson High School. Tonight, it's your Connally Cougars versus the Hutto Hippos here in the 5A by-district round of the playoffs. A pleasant good evening. I'm Rob Hipp. Thanks for spending your evening with us. A special shout-out to head coach Bradley Washington, who I knew for many years at Georgetown High School, and an opportunity here tonight to bring your kids over the airwaves here at Connally Cougar High School. And again, appreciate you joining us, friends. Wanted to remind you real quick before we get started, don't miss the UIL Boys Basketball State Tournament March the 12th through the 14th at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio. Tickets are available to purchase now through Ticketmaster. For more information, visit uiltexas.org. Well, the Hutto Hippos tonight, they're entering the contest 31-3 overall. They are a perfect 12-0 in District 18 5A. Hutto again 12-0 in district, winning the district easily. Maynard 9-3, Georgetown in that third spot at 7-4, Cedar Creek finishing at 6-6. For your Connally Cougars, 14-19 overall in the season, but taking care of business in 17-5A, 8 wins, 4 losses, finishing third in the district this year. Cedar Park first at 11-1, Glenn at 9-3, and Weiss at 8-4. I had a few moments to catch up with head coach Bradley Washington just a few moments ago, as we are just about 3 minutes until tip-off. We'll play that interview now. Here pregame with the Connally Cougars head basketball coach Bradley Washington. Coach, just going back to the previous game versus Weiss, kind of a game playing for seeding, and here tonight leading up to the bi-district round of the playoffs, facing a very tough team. Before we talk about this one tonight, kind of talk about the previous game leading up to tonight.
You know, it was a big game for us just to try to get some momentum. It didn't go in our favor. We started a little slow, but hopefully we shook off a lot of the pregame jitters, the playoff jitters. And so at some point we were down 22 in that game and came back and cut it to 5. So I think we gained a lot of momentum. Hopefully we can carry that into tonight.
Tough one here tonight. It would have been tough regardless, of course, as you get into the first round of the playoffs, you're always playing tough teams. It would have been Manor or Hutto. Hutto, that was how the cards was drawn after the previous game. Hutto, of course, only 3 losses on the season. I was talking to Todd Robinson earlier, the voice of the Hutto Hippos, and he's saying that this may be the best Hutto team that he's ever seen. Kind of tell us about this game tonight, Coach, what we should keep an eye out for, and really your preparation heading into this one.
Mindset for our guys. These guys watched the team beat a 36-2 College Station team. They watched them beat a state champion from the year before. They watched them beat a 12-0 or 16-0 Huntsville team. And we watched them beat Hutto last year. They were a 20-win team, not 31. But it's a mindset, and when we have the tradition that we do have at our school, our kids believe in that. And, we truly believe in the whole David and Goliath. And truly tonight we're David, but the goal is to come out and play as hard as we can and give it our best shot and hope that they miss shots and hope that we make shots.
Final question here. How proud of your team have you been this year? You had a great team last year, of course. This year, a lot of great kids, as always. And you're still relatively new to the program, just a couple of years in now. How proud of these guys are you this year, Coach?
We graduated 8 of 9. And so we had one returner coming back. That was a bench guy for the most part, played some. And we have 4 sophomores and 3 juniors and 2 seniors. And these guys have bought into our system and our beliefs and started off really rocky. And in district, we won a lot of close games. I think we're 5-0 in 5-point games or less. And, they just gutted it out. And, we could have easily been the team that lost one of those close ones and then shut it down. And we, fortunately, were on the winning side of those games, and then we used it as a win-win. And I think they truly believe that we can make some noise. Yeah.
Well, Coach, as always, appreciate your time. Thanks for allowing us to be here tonight. It's always a privilege to cover your kids here at Connally. Good luck tonight, Coach. Looking forward to this one.
Thank you.
beautiful playing of our country's national anthem. Welcome into the broadcast, everyone. Again, I'm Rob Hipp. Thanks for joining us for Connally Cougars playoff basketball here on the SHN Sports Broadcast Network. I had the privilege to carry Connally on the broadcast side for most of the playoffs last year, and this year a true honor, privilege, and again a blessing to be back here with head coach Bradley Washington, being able to bring the kids to your ears tonight here on the SHN Sports Broadcast Network. For those of you just joining us tonight, it is Connally versus the Hutto Hippos. Hutto 31-3 overall this season, a perfect 12-0. The district champions in 18-5A. Manor finishing second in that district at 9-3. Georgetown in third at 7-4, and Cedar Creek finishing at 6-6. For your Connally Cougars, 14-19 overall in the season, but taking care of business in 17-5A, finishing 8-4. Finishing third in the district, Cedar Park first at 11-1. Glenn was 9-3, and Weiss was able to inch their way in as well at 8-4. The Connally Cougars tonight will be in their white jerseys, white shorts, the numbers in that Connally Cougar green outlined in black on the back of the jerseys. For Hutto, they will be in their orange jerseys, orange shorts with black trim, the numbers in black. As starting lineups being called now by the public address announcer, we are live here at Pflugerville ISD at Hendrickson High School, the neutral site for this ball game here tonight. For the Connally Cougars, well, let's go over the Hutto starting lineup first. We'll start with Hutto first here. A 5'10", 155-pound senior guard, Pierre Sanders. A 6', 150-pound sophomore guard, Caden Smart. A 6', 185-pound senior guard, Xavier Patterson. A 5'8" junior guard, Jalen Carroll. And a 6'4", 185-pound senior forward, Marcus Hill. And for your Connally Cougars here tonight, we'll start it off with a 6'4" senior forward, Breon Powell. A 5'10" junior forward, Bobby Ty. A 6'2" sophomore post, Amir Nejas. A 6'1" sophomore guard, DeAndre, actually, let me go back, friend. Sorry, we had that marked down wrong. Let's start it over here. We'll start with a 5'5" sophomore guard, Ashton Mitchell. A 5'6" junior guard, McAnthony Everest. A 6'4" senior forward, Bram Powell. A 5'11" junior guard, Jesse Lane. And last but certainly not least, a 6'3" senior post, Keanis Moore. Those are your starting lineups, as both teams now making their way to the Hendrickson Hawk H logo at center court. And we are moments away from this by-district playoff matchup here on SHN Sports. Again, if you got a shout-out, feel free to leave them with us on the comment section of the YouTube channel if you're out there listening. And if you're on the cell phone, or if you can't see it, if you're on smart TV, you can text us tonight at 512-522-9105. Again, the fan text line is open tonight. Text us messages if you got a shout-out, 512-522-9105. The opening tip controlled, actually not controlled, knocked out of bounds by Connally. Hutto will get it here now to start after the early turnover. Hutto will move from left to right. Quick three. They shoot a lot of them, and already nailing one from the left corner. It's Pierre Sanders. You got to watch out for him. Sanders averaging 22 points a game. As working solo tonight, so that scoreboard, it may take a little bit to get updated. Again, we are underway here in this by-district matchup. Hutto leads early 3-0 as Connally has it from right to left. Over on the left wing, pass back over to the top of the three-point line, back to the left corner. It's Ashton Mitchell. Mitchell trying to swing inside. This one turned over, goes into the hands of Hutto. It's Jalen Bedford, and the Hippos on their second possession, able to score off the left side of the glass. It goes in for Pierre Sanders. An early 5-0 lead for the Hippos of Hutto with 7:11 remaining here in the first. Quickly back over, Connally has it. Nice give and go action over the left wing is Mitchell. Now straightaway three off the back, rims it in. The shot good for McAnthony Everest. So Hutto, or beg your pardon, Connally on their third possession, able to nail home a three-pointer. It's 5-3, Hutto up front with 2 minutes away here in the first. As the Hippos have it back over to the right side, swing it out over to Bedford, top of the three. Now to the right wing, it's Caden Smart, back up top. See who the numbers are, a little bit hard to read here from this angle. Caden Smart has it, going inside the paint, pass over, Bedford three, Bedford good. Hutto nailing the threes early. We'll see a lot of that here tonight. A 5-point advantage. Connally trailing 8-3, 6:26 remaining here in the first. A bounce pass over to the left wing, Everest. Everest up high, almost turned over. Mitchell able to hold on to it. And a foul is called here, and I believe it's going to go against Hutto. So Hutto will pick up their first personal, the first team foul. And that first foul is going to go against Jalen Bedford. As not in the act of shooting, 8-3. Connally will retain possession. It is Everest inside baseline off the right side. That shot good for Everest. 8-5, Hutto by 3. The Hippos will bring it across center court from left to right, crossing that H logo at center court with a right-handed dribble. The Hippos have it. It is Caden Smart. Smart, good defense here by Mitchell of Connally. Back over to Smart, top of the 3. Sanders wanting it. Sanders instead will try to set a screen. Pass goes over right wing to Patterson. Patterson guarded by Mitchell. Back into the hands of Sanders, top of the 3, over to the left wing, driving baseline. This one kicked out. Oh, it was turned over. A foul is called. Great charge right there as Ashton Mitchell took the charge from Connally. The second foul against Hutto and the second personal foul against Jalen Bedford. As we may see him head over to the bench early here, checking in for the first time tonight. Well, he was one of the starters, Jalen Carroll. And Jalen Bedford will head over to the bench. 8-5, Connally trailing early, 5:33 just underway here in the first quarter of this 5A by-district matchup. The Cougars have it in their white jerseys and white shorts with the green trim over on the left side. To the left wing is Powell, now penetrating inside Everest. He'll kick out over to the right baseline, trying to drive in, and trapped is Jesse Lane. Now a pass back over. This one turned over, bouncing around. Connally trying to hold on to it, and they've still got the possession. Turnaround jumper inside the paint, just in front of the circle. It's not there for Kianis Moore. And another foul here called against Hutto. We'll see if it's a foul or if the ball went out of bounds. I think it may have just went out. That's the call. The ball went out of bounds. So Connally will have another opportunity here. Inbounding under his own rim is Everest. Nice bounce pass over to the left wing 3. This one off the front of the iron. It wouldn't fall for Jesse Lane. And the rebound to the Hutto Hippos. Moving on the near side from left to right. Now repositioning himself in the backcourt. Trying to cross over. Connally almost with a strip there by Powell, but Hutto able to work out of it. The ball carrier was Patterson. Now a left corner 3. That one good for Caden Smart. And the three-point frenzy continuing tonight here for the Hippos of Hutto, Texas. It's 11-5. Connally trailing with 4:36 remaining here in the first. The Cougars have it back from right to left on the left side of the court. It's into the hands of Everest inside the paint. Drops this one off to Moore. Now driving. Floater from the free throw line. Good for Ashton Mitchell. Nice move inside by Mitchell. 11-7. Hutto with the lead. Hippos have the basketball, moving from left to right on the near side. Back on their side of the court, swinging it around. It is into the hands of Carroll, and Carroll will retreat, guarded by Ashton Mitchell. All the way out near half court, he'll reset. Looking for his teammates, trying to work on a high screen, give and go. Nice pass. This shot, though, not good for Carroll. Give credit to the Cougars for the aggressive defense, and now back the other way. It's into the hands of the Cougars. This one almost turned over. Briam Powell able to hold on to it, and the ball goes out of bounds. It should remain with Connally. 11-7 your score, 3:48 remaining here in the first, live from Hendrickson High School. I want to welcome everybody into the broadcast here tonight. Thanks for joining us. Connally trailing, got the basketball back. Another turnover here. No, it's not a turnover. As this ball knocked out of bounds, I believe, by Hutto again. So Connally will still have an opportunity here. Only trailing by 4, 11-7. They have never led it here yet tonight in this game. Jesse Lane to inbound the pass. Over to Mitchell on the right wing. Back over to Lane. Lane trying to wait on his teammates to run baseline. He'll retreat back on the far side to near center court. Now the pass inside to Moore. From the right elbow, back over to Moore. Moore driving in, right side. That shot blocked. He was trying to go up for it. You got to give credit there to Marcus Hill. And Hutto back with it from left to right. Into the hands of Jalen Carroll. And knocked out of bounds by Connally. Good defense there by McAnthony Everest, the junior guard. So Hutto will hold on to the basketball here with the 4-point advantage. 3:22 remaining in the first, 11-7. Straightaway 3 for him. They cannot miss tonight. Oh my goodness, Pierre Sanders nails another one. A young man that averages 22 points a game. He's already on fire here tonight. And Connally finding themselves trailing by 7, 14-7 early. Back right side, shot up, it won't fall, but fouled and going to the line. Shooting 2 is Kianis Moore. Great move inside there by Moore to draw the foul. And he'll have an opportunity to shoot 2 free throws here. Again, it's 14-7. Connally at the line. Moore, the first free throw off the back of the iron, and it won't fall. He'll get another opportunity. Jonas Moore just trying to look through his stats here, and unfortunately I don't know if we've got him readable here. Substitution on the court for Connally. Heading over to the bench is Jesse Lane, and checking in for the first time tonight, Sam Barnwell. Missed the first free throw, second one on the way. This one good at the bottom of the net for Jonas Moore. 14-8 your score. Hutto up front. They've got the basketball, moving from left to right. 3 minutes remaining here in the first. On the near side, and a whistle. And a foul called against the Hippos. That's the only area tonight that Hutto has made really mistakes, and this time it's a foul against Xavier Patterson. It is already the 4th team foul. Hutto in foul trouble here in a few moments, and we're only 2 away. They've got to commit some more here. Connally with the basketball. Jump shot from inside the paint. It won't fall for Briam Powell. And the Hippos wanting to move quickly. In the front court, Sanders. Sanders will find his way to retreat over to the left wing. Now he'll penetrate. Jump shot up, no good. Sanders, though, fouled. He'll go to the line, shooting 2. And the first foul called against Connally here tonight. That foul will go against Keanis Moore. 14-8. Connally trailing. Hutto at the line, shooting 2. It is Pierre Sanders. So Sanders will spin the ball. The right-handed free throw shot on its way. This one rattles in and good. Extending it back to a 7-point advantage, tying the largest of the night, 15-8. I want to welcome everybody again into the broadcast. Thanks for joining us here tonight on the SHN Sports Broadcast Network. Connally Cougars playoff basketball. Next free throw, this one by Sanders, won't fall. Good box out by Moore, and he's got the rebound for Connally. Mitchell on the near side, all the way up front to Barnwell on the right wing on his own side of the court from right to left. Pass back over to Powell. Powell retreats to half court. Now he wants to drive in from the right elbow. He'll step back and take a 3 on its way. Too strong. And the rebound jumped up. Hard fought there. Smart has it. And Hutto back with the basketball. Smart over left wing 3. This one finally a miss here. Patterson couldn't haul it in. Connally with the rebound. 15-8. Connally trailing, and a whistle and a foul here on the court. It's going to go against Hutto, and that is already their 5th team foul. And it is a blocking foul called on the Hippos on Pierre Sanders. That's his first personal. Again, the 5th team foul for Hutto. As the Cougars will inbound the basketball under their own rim, it's Mitchell. Mitchell out to Ty, and Ty nails a 3 from the left wing. Connally needed a little bit of life there, and they got it from Bobby Ty, who just, it was Bobby Ty just moments ago. 15-11 the score. Back the other way, though. Hutto in the act of shooting. The shot won't fall, and a foul here. We'll see if it was in the act of shooting. The officials may change this up. I think the Hutto fans are wanting it to be in the act, and they're not. Boy, they're not going to get that call. So Connally here have to play some defense. Trailing 15-11, 1:50 remaining here in the first quarter. Pass over, turnaround jumper, long jumper. This 2-point shot good for Sanders. 18-11, Hutto up front. Connally trailing, matching their largest deficit of the night of 7. It's Mitchell into the front court, trying to swing through 2 defenders. The ball knocked away, but Mitchell's fouled. Oh, mama, that's already the 6th team foul by Hutto. And we've still got 1:30 remaining here in the first. So another blocking foul. This one, they'll say it was in the act of shooting. The foul is called on Jalen Carroll, and that will send Ashton Mitchell to the line, shooting 2. Mitchell will take a few dribbles here, spins the ball, the right-handed free throw shot just out of the square and bounces off the rim, no good. He'll get another opportunity. As Briam Powell talking things over with Bobby Ty in the backcourt. It's only Ty all alone in the backcourt here waiting, Smart guarding him. Next free throw, this one on the way. Picture-perfect free throw off the fingertips of Ashton Mitchell. A 6-point Hutto advantage, 18-12, but one more foul by the Hippos will put Connally in the bonus. Again, 1:30 remaining, and we're just in the first. The Hippos will inbound the basketball. Chest pass from Caden Smart. All the way across court, slings it back over to Smart. Smart inside. Had someone in the paint there, was Kyle Jackson. He elected not to take the shot. Now a left-handed dribble, backpedaling is Sanders. Sanders over to the corner for a three. Good. Oh, man, Marcus Hill nailed a three. It's a 9-point Hippo advantage, 21-12. They cannot miss. They've maybe only missed one tonight from three-point land. Bobby Ty has it. Feeding Powell. Powell inside. Wide open lane. Right shot. Good for Powell. Every time Hutto strikes, Connally is able to strike right back. Patterson works his dribble. The handoff. Now the swing pass back over to Sanders. Sanders kicks it over. Left wing three. Good. Oh, man, there it is again. Caden Smart nailed a three. Hutto cannot miss tonight. Maybe just one. 24-14. Largest deficit for Connally here tonight. Shot up, no good. Fighting for the rebound, not able to hold it down, but may have stepped out of bounds. We'll see the call. As no, they're going to whistle it here, and a foul is called instead against Connally. The Cougars with the foul. That will go on Kyle. That will go on DeAndrick Toy. DeAndrick Toy, his first personal, only the third team foul. 25 seconds remain here in the first quarter. 24-14. Hippos with the basketball. We're on the left wing. It's a handoff to Sanders. He'll take a three. This one no good. Rebound, Bobby Ty with 12 seconds. Connally Cougars almost turn it over out of bounds. Luckily, Hutto got on it, but they turned it over back out of bounds. And so Connally will have an opportunity. They've got to keep an eye on the clock with 9 seconds remaining here in the first. As Sam Barnwell will inbound the basketball. They've got to go all the way across the court. They've got 8 seconds to do it. On the far side, it's Mitchell. Mitchell weaving through traffic with 4 seconds on the clock. He'll zing it over. 3-point shot. This one well short. Rebound Connally, and can't put it up in time is Brian Powell. And at the end of one, Connally trailing 24-14. We'll step aside for a minute and take a break. Connally Cougars basketball on the SHN Sports Broadcast Network continues in just a moment.
I loved playing high school sports. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated. No colleges called, and neither did the pros. So, to stay close to the game I loved, I decided to become a high school official. You know, a referee. When I played high school sports, I learned the importance of integrity, good sportsmanship, and respect for the rules. Now, as a high school official, I get to help model these same values to others. Maybe the colleges and the pros didn't call, but the kids in Texas did. And now, I'm enjoying the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, and all the pageantry of high school sports all over again.
Interested in becoming a licensed high school official? Go to highschoolofficials.com to learn more and begin the application process.
Welcome back, friends, live from Hendrickson High School. Rob Hipp here with Connally Cougars playoff basketball. And to start things right out of the gate here in the second quarter, McAnthony Everest threw a pass out of bounds. It'll go right back to Hutto. Hutto with a 10-point advantage, 24-14, just underway here in the second quarter. In the backcourt for the Hippos, it is Smart. Smart penetrating inside, a foul called here against Keanis Moore. We'll see if that is the call, and it's a blocking foul. They're going to call it on the court, not in the act of shooting, so they'll say it was on the floor. The foul is actually going to go against, we'll see, Averill Houston, who just checked in here to start things. The foul goes on him. It's the fourth team foul for the Cougars. Hippos back with it on their own side of the rim here on the right side. Floater, the shot up, no good by Sanders, but it's turned, knocked out of bounds by Connally. May have been Everest there with a fingertip on it. So Hutto will hold on to the possession here. Patterson to inbound just under his own rim, standing on the right side. Actually standing on the K of the Hendrickson logo there on the right side. Quick chest pass on the inbound over to Smart. Smart will rotate to the left wing. Guarded by Houston. Trying to penetrate inside now. Slings this one over left corner. It's Jackson back into the hands of Marcus Hill, and now finds Sanders on the right wing. Hutto can shoot the three. They only missed one three-pointer there in that first quarter. 24 points in the first quarter. That's where we stand right now, 24-14. Hippos inside, and an easy shot and a nice pass for Marcus Hill. 26-14, Connally trailing. They've got the basketball moving from right to left. Into the hands of Barnwell. Barnwell puts up a jump shot, that one good. And a big shot there for Connally, trying to cut a little bit of the bleeding, trailing by 10. Hutto back with the basketball, moving from left to right. Working a left-handed dribble, crossing over as Sanders. Taking a high screen, or trying to set a high screen, as Patterson. Sanders still with it. Good defense here by the Cougars. Powell inside Sanders. He's fouled to go to the line shooting two. The foul going to be called there on Briam Powell. And that is Powell's second personal, Connally's fourth team foul. Hutto here leading by 10, 26-16. They led by as many as 12 in this contest. Sanders at the line shooting two. First free throw on the way, good at the bottom of the net. Back to an 11-point advantage as Connally will substitute. Heading over to the bench is Moore, and checking back in is Ashton Mitchell. Bear Sanders made the first one, trying to extend it back to a 12-point advantage. That one on its way, that one good. 28-16. Connally trailing, 6:18 remaining here in the first half. The hands of Mitchell on the left wing. He'll find Houston. Houston double team, trying to work out of it. Houston falls to the court. And a jump ball situation. The possession arrow will favor Hutto. A tough break there for Connally as Hutto will get the basketball back here, leading by 12. Again, 6:05 remaining in the first half. Hippos will move it from left to right. It's Caden Smart in the backcourt as he will waltz his way into the front court and across the Hendrickson logo. Now from the right elbow, three-point shot right corner. Patterson, no good. Box out here, Hutto. And a heads-up defensive play. Oh, they said it was a heads-up play by Smart as he was trying to knock it off of the thighs of Barnwell out of bounds. But they'll say that it went out of bounds off of Hutto. Connally back with the basketball on the near side. It's Mitchell moving from right to left. Swings a pass inside to Barnwell. Barnwell tracks over to Houston, and Houston has it. Back to Barnwell, left wing. Poke from behind into the hands of Powell. Powell has it on the left wing. Now he'll find Mitchell, top of the three, retracting. Now trying to work his way inside. Pass over to the right wing, and around the world we go. It's Everest for three. This shot off the right wing, too strong, and the rebound to Hutto. Hutto leading 28-16, 5:17 remaining. Patterson dancing his way inside, will pass over. Now a straightaway three. This one rattles in and out. A rare miss here for Hutto from three-point land. Smart can't connect. Rebound Barnwell, and now into the hands of Powell. Right-handed pass to Ashton Mitchell. He'll wait for his team, trying to draw up a play. Swings this one around. It's partially knocked away. He's able to hold on to it. Now over to the left wing, and the left corner three, Houston. Way too strong. Rebound, Barnwell in the court. Pass back over into the hands of Mitchell. Mitchell inside. And trying to take a charge. They won't get the call, and Mitchell will go to the line here shooting two. It's the seventh team foul for Hutto, but that one was in the act of shooting anyways. Mitchell will go to the line shooting two as the Cougars trailing 28-16. So trying to cut back into this deficit a little bit here is Mitchell. He'll take a right-handed free throw shot. Picture perfect for Mitchell. He makes the first one. He'll get another opportunity. He's in the act of shooting, so he'll have two anyways. It is 28-17. Mitchell takes his time, bends his knees, on its way. This one off the front of the iron, couldn't connect. Hutto with the rebound and the lead. 28-17, 4:40 remaining here in the first half. Sanders has it, retract all the way back out to Jackson, now to the left wing, over to Bedford. Back inside, and it's another three-pointer from the left corner. This shot won't fall for Patterson. And Connally trying to save the basketball. Good effort there by Everest, but it goes back into the hands, and now Everest has it. Oh, man, it's a 2-on-1. Everest from the left side. He'll put it up. The shot not there. And Connally's Powell trying to find it, and he goes out of bounds off Hutto. I love the aggressive effort, though, by Everest, as it was a 2-on-1. Hutto can move quickly, but Everest still giving the effort there. Hutto knocking it out of bounds, and Connally will inbound on their own side of the rims. Barnwell from the free throw line, way short, may have been partially blocked. Rebound Hutto, tipping it around, still able to hold on to it. Bedford back on the right side. Left-handed dribble, swings this pass over to Sanders, and Sanders takes a straightaway three off the back of the iron. Barnwell trying to get the rebound. He was fouled in the act of trying to get that rebound. And that should be 1-1, so Connally can take advantage now in the bonus. 8 team fouls on to Hutto, and Barnwell will go to the line here in the front end of a 1-1. His team trailing 28-17, 4:05 remaining here in the second. Barnwell takes a few right-handed dribbles. First free throw on the way, and he won't fall. Rebound to Hutto. Tough break there for Barnwell. Hippos leading by 11, 28-17. It's been a story of the three-pointers tonight to start things hot in that first quarter. The Hippos here in the second, though, they've cooled down. It's Bedford, top of the three, over to the left wing. Rotation pass over to Jackson inside. Nice feed and the assist to Caden Smart, who laid it up easily off the right side of the glass. 30-17. Connally has it from right to left. Everest crossing over. Inside, almost loses handle, able to hold on to it. Now it's a corner, Powell, and a ball knocked out of bounds. Good defense on that play by Patterson. The Cougars will hold on to the possession here, again trailing 30-17, 3:29 remaining here in the first half. Powell to inbound under his own rim for Connally. Looking for Houston, finds him. That ball knocked out of bounds, and they'll say it was knocked out of bounds by Hutto's Caden Smart. Connally will continue to hold on to the possession here, as Houston thought he was going to inbound. Instead, it'll be Barnwell to inbound, now just in front of the Hutto bench. Quick chest pass and back over. Barnwell, three. Yes, good at the bottom of the net for Barnwell. Huge three for Barnwell, and the Cougars pull back to within 10, 30-20. Timeout on the court. 3:22 remaining in the first half. We'll step aside and take a brief break. This is Connally Cougar Playoff Basketball on the SHN Sports Broadcast Network.
The University Interscholastic League would like to thank its corporate sponsors. Without the generous support of these sponsors, many UIL activities would not be possible. The UIL gives special thanks to Balfour, Baylor Scott & White, Dairy Max, Dairy Queen, Ford, Fox Sports Southwest, Gatorade, Hellas Construction, Max Preps, the NFHS Network, Nike, Register My Athlete, Spalding, and Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. These generous corporate sponsors support the UIL in all its activities, music, academics, and athletics. The UIL appreciates these sponsors and their participation in all that the UIL does in Texas extracurricular activities. On behalf of the UIL and its corporate sponsors, thank you for supporting UIL activities in your community, and enjoy the game.
Back in action after the timeout. A Hutto with the basketball. Straightaway three on its way. This one well short for Smart. The rebound into the hands of Connally. Got a little bit of momentum here, though. Trying to feed it up front. This one tipped. Connally bouncing all over, and now it goes into the front court. And Barnwell thought he had a block, and they're going to call him with a foul. As Patterson went in for the shot off the left side, Barnwell looked like he had good position, but they'll call him for a foul in the back end. Ball was bouncing around all over court there. Connally trying to control it. Good effort by Everest. But instead, Hutto will go to the line here. Shooting, too. It was in the act of shooting. The foul is on Barnwell. His first personal, the 6th-team foul for Connally. Left-handed free throw shot rattles in. This shot is good for Patterson. 31-20. 2:53 remaining here in the first, as Keanis Moore checking back into the ball game alongside Bobby Ty and heading over to the bench and getting a high five from his teammates, McAnthony Everest. First free throw was made here by Hutto, leading 31-20. Second free throw on its way off the left hand. This one rattles in and good as well for Patterson. Both of them rattling in. 32-20 the score. Connally trailing, trying to keep some life alive here in the first half. Barnwell over to Ty, and this one knocked out of bounds, and the officials will say that it went out. Oh, they're going to reverse it. They say it was deflected. No, they didn't reverse it. They say it was deflected off of Connally, and the ball goes out of bounds, and Hutto will get it back here, leading 32-20. So inbounding just on the left side of the court, right next to his bench, is Kyle Jackson, and a timeout called here by Hutto. 2:42 remaining here in the first half. We'll keep things right here, as we want to make sure that You don't miss the UIL Boys Basketball State Tournament March the 12th through the 14th at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio. Tickets are available to purchase now through Ticketmaster. For more information, visit uiltexas.org. Once again, uiltexas.org. Well, friends, thanks for joining us for Connally Cougars playoff basketball here on SHN Sports. I'm Rob Hipp. I've known Coach Washington for many years, appreciated all the great things that he did at Georgetown High School, and now in his second season here at Connally and doing an outstanding job with these young men this season. This is a Cougar team that I believe only one of their players returned. He was a bench player last year, and so this is pretty much a brand new team here of young men for Coach Washington. And when you talk about at the high school level and pretty much all new kids, you got to give a lot of credit here to Coach Washington and the Connally Cougars staff, going 8-4, finishing in third place in 17-5A in front of Weiss and behind Cedar Park and Glenn. As we come out of the timeout, 32-20, 2:42 remaining here in the first half. I want to remind you, those of you on the YouTube stream, feel free to send us a shout out if you've got a loved one out there on the court tonight. We'd love to hear from you. You can also text us on that SHN fan line at 512-522-9105. Back in action here, Hutto with the basketball after the timeout on their side of the court, almost losing the handle, and he does. It's Powell. Powell one-on-one, throwing his way inside, and a blocking foul called against the Hippos. Beautiful, aggressive defense by Brian Powell, and he'll be rewarded going to the line here and shooting two. So 2 shots coming up for Powell, an opportunity to pull it to back within 10 with 2:22 remaining here in the first half. Connally been able to hang around here as Powell will move the ball around behind his back. Right-handed free throw shot, good at the bottom of the net for Powell. He'll get another opportunity here, an 11-point advantage for Hutto. Trying to pull it back within 10. Free throw shot, this one good, made both of them. Critical free throws made there by Powell, 32-22. Hutto up front, 2:17 remaining here in the first half in this 5A by district matchup. Chest pass, give and go back to Smart. Smart bounce over into the hands of Jackson. Jackson will go back to Patterson. Patterson, left-handed toss to Bedford. Actually, it's into the hands of Sanders. Sanders back over to Smart, and now a three-point shot, left wing. It's not falling now, but the offensive rebound for Hutto. Smart has it left wing, guarded by Bobby Ty, as Smart will retract. Chest pass over to Bedford, and back and forth we go to Smart. Now into the hands of Sanders, top of the three. Left pass over to Jackson, left wing. Good defense here by Barnwell. Hutto still trying to find something inside. Really, there hasn't been a whole lot inside the paint tonight for Hutto. They've had a few fast breaks since they've been able to get inside, but it's that three-point shooting early on that's given them a good advantage here. The right wing, it's Jackson. Jackson now trying to penetrate. He'll drop it off back to the right wing, Sanders. Now Hutto wanting to go inside the paint. Slings this one up. Shot not good by Bedford, but another offensive rebound. A three-point shot, no good. Another offensive rebound. The putback here, no good. And the rebound to Moore. And a whistle here. And it is called against Hutto. They'll clear it out. And Connally will go to the line here. That's 10 team fouls. So Connally will get 2 free throws coming up after the foul by Hutto. That foul was called the 3rd personal foul already tonight on Pierre Sanders. We'll see who's shooting these free throws. It'll be Kianis Moore shooting the free throws here. Cut it back to a single-point deficit. I like the way Moore's got a ritual here as he spins it around behind his back. First free throw. This one too strong off the left corner of the rim. Edgar Irola checking in for the first time tonight for Hutto. Edgar Irola, a 5'10", 175-pound junior guard, and I believe it was Bedford that headed over to the bench. Kianis Moore missed the first one, second one on the way. This one rattles in and out. Oh, man, it was halfway down and it popped out. And they're going to call a lane violation here against Hutto, I believe. We'll see, maybe that or a foul. I think they called a violation as Kyle Jackson may have moved out of that key too early. So one more free throw coming up here for Moore. He'll spin it around twice this time behind his back. Right-handed free throw shot on the way. Made this one. 9-point Hutto advantage, 32-23 with 1:02 remaining here in the first half. Hippos have it on the near side from left to right. It's Patterson. Back into the hands of Smart. Smart back to Patterson, right wing. It's actually way out there. He's what would be in between the circles. Irola has it, who checked in moments ago. Good ball movement here. Around the world we go, and it's back into the hands of Sanders. Bobby Ty guarding Sanders, crosses it over his legs. Good crossover move from the right elbow. Now a three-point shot corner. Too strong for Smart. Rebound Connally. 30 seconds up front. Ty. One-on-one. Ty right side. Stripped from behind. It goes out of bounds. They'll say that it went off of Hutto. The officials may reverse this one. Connally fans not happy. No, it's the Hutto fans. They're going to call a foul against Hutto. And that's going to go on Caden Smart. The Hippos not happy. And Bobby Ty with an opportunity here. 2 free throws coming up. You can hear the boos there on your crowd mic. Ty's first free throw off the back, no good. And the crowd, of course, will give a loud cheer. The old adage, they think ball don't lie. Bobby Ty says, I don't care. I'm going to try to make them. Missed the first one. Second opportunity, right hand on the way. Good for Bobby Ty. 32-24. Hutto up front. They've led by as many as 14. That has been cut to 8. With 19 seconds and a bumping blocking foul called here on Brian Powell. And that is the 7th team foul. So now Hutto will go here on the 1-and-1 as they are in the bonus. 17 fouls for Connally. That is the first personal foul against Powell. Shooting the free throws is Sanders. He'll take a few dribbles, spins the ball, bends his knees, right-handed free throw shot on the front end, no good. Rebound, Connally. The Cougars got to move here. They've got 13 seconds, still in the backcourt. Trap Mitchell into the front court. Mitchell swinging his way inside, through defenders, finds into the hands of Powell. Powell, long three, not there. Rebound Hutto with 2 seconds. And I don't think they're going to be, they get it off maybe, but that shot going to be well out of the reach. A 14-point lead has been cut to 2. Connally finding some life here in the second quarter. That'll take us to halftime, a 10-minute intermission. We'll come back about 2 minutes before we tip things back off or get things back off underway in the third quarter. Again, 32-24, Hutto with the advantage. This is the Connally Cougars on the SHN Sports Broadcast Network.
I loved playing high school sports. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated. No colleges called, and neither did the pros. So, to stay close to the game I loved, I decided to become a high school official. You know, a referee. When I played high school sports, I learned the importance of integrity, good sportsmanship, and respect for the rules. Now, as a high school official, I get to help model these same values to others. Maybe the colleges and the pros didn't call, but the kids in Texas did. And now, I'm enjoying the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, and all the pageantry of high school sports all over again.
Interested in becoming a licensed high school official? Go to highschoolofficials.com to learn more and begin the application process.
Meet Josh.
Hi, everybody.
Josh is a high school basketball player, solid shooter, great teammate.
Hey, don't forget my tenacious D.
And he's my son.
Oh,
So, what does Josh do to be the best basketball player he can be?
I play tennis.
Studies show that student athletes here in Texas who play more than one high school sport are more likely to excel. Tennis does more than improve Josh's conditioning. It gives him a fresh competitive outlet, reduces the risk of injury by cross-training, and introduces him to different coaching techniques and new friends.
Don't get me wrong, hoops are my first love. Tennis just gives me a little break.
So when the new season begins, Josh isn't burned out on basketball. He's eager to play. And you can see the difference in his game.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
The University Interscholastic League would like to thank its corporate sponsors. Without the generous support of these sponsors, many UIL activities would not be possible. The UIL gives special thanks to Balfour, Baylor Scott & White, Dairy Max, Dairy Queen, Ford, Fox Sports Southwest, Gatorade, Hellas Construction, Max Preps, the NFHS Network, Nike, Register My Athlete, Spalding, and Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. These generous corporate sponsors support the UIL in all its activities, music, academics, and athletics. The UIL appreciates these sponsors and their participation in all that the UIL does in Texas extracurricular activities. On behalf of the UIL and its corporate sponsors, thank you for supporting UIL activities in your community and enjoy the game.
Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp here live from Hendrickson High School, part of Pflugerville ISD. Tonight, the host, as your Connally Cougars facing a state-ranked Hutto Hippo team, trailing at half 32-24. Hutto leading by as many as 12, I believe, in that first half. And Connally, though, able to cut back into that deficit into that lead just a little bit. Connally hitting 3 3-pointers in that first half of play. 7 3-pointers equating to 21 points. for Hutto in that first half. And you take 32 minus 21, and there's only 11 points outside of three-point range scored tonight for Hutto. That has been their weapon this season. They've jacked up and made more than 100 threes on the season, and a formula that has continued to be successful. We saw it a lot in the first quarter. The good sign is, if you're a Connally Cougar fan, Hutto missed quite a few threes there in that second quarter. They still nailed a couple of them, but missed quite a few of them in that second quarter. And so Connally will try to keep that defense on point and keep up with things here in the third quarter of action. Again, want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight for this 5A by-district matchup. Connally had a good run last year. This year, only one returner on the team, so pretty much a brand-new team here for Coach Washington. And has done another outstanding job again this season coaching these kids. And you'll talk to Coach Washington, and he loves the game of basketball, of course. But what he loves more is the opportunity that he has to invest in the kids here at Connally. And I think that's really important. And, you know, a lot of coaches will say it. Coach Washington does it. Got a lot of respect for him, and one reason I'm always honored to be able to bring you Connally Cougar playoffs here under Coach Washington like we did last year. Connally will inbound the basketball. We are underway, third quarter. This one tipped away. Connally has it, left wing three. This one good at the bottom of the net. That's the way to start things out of the gate for Breon Powell, and it's a 5-point lead now cut. The Hutto Hippos, they'll try to find some life themselves here to start things in this third quarter. 27-32, Hippos with the basketball over to the left corner. Three-pointer good. Caden Smart nailed another one. And so Hutto able to answer that three. 35-27. A lot of time here for Connally. Moving from left to right here in the second half. Taking a slow dribble is Powell, who nailed that three just moments ago. Over to Everest, left wing, bounce pass, this one over to Moore, and another three, Everest. This one tried to bank it unintentionally, won't fall. Everest with the rebound, slicing his way inside. The shot not there for Powell, and Hutto with the rebound, but a whistle. And this should go against Connally, and it will, I believe. Yeah, they'll call the foul here against Connally, an early foul. With just under 2 minutes gone here in the third quarter, that foul called against Breon Powell. That's his third personal, the first team foul here in the second half. Hutto up front, 35-27, 6:45 remaining here at Hendrickson High School in a 5A by-district matchup in the third. Sanders inside. He'll kick it over. Long three. This one no good for Smart, and another offensive rebound. Sanders has it. Sanders had 14 points in that first half alone. He averages 22 a game. Patterson inside, left corner. The pass goes to Carroll. And now a three from the left wing. Rolls in and out. Sanders, offensive rebound. Put back no good. Second put back no good. But Patterson's fouled, and he'll go to the line shooting two. You talked to Coach Washington tonight saying it's a no-brainer. This is a David going up against a Goliath tonight, but Connally has been able to hold themselves. Hutto here, though, at the line, shooting two, 35-27 with the lead. First free throw, Patterson on the way, good. Second free throw, good as well. 37-27 your score. As Connally will bring it into the front court. From left to right, it's Mitchell with it. Mitchell. Bounce pass, give and go from Everest back to Mitchell. Loses his dribble, turned over into the hands of Hutto, but it's turned right back over to Everest. And now wanting to go baseline, Mitchell swings it around right side. Good hole, mama, what a shot by Mitchell. As he went on the left baseline and threw it around over to the right side of the glass, and it fell. Connally finding the rim. Trailing 37-29, Hutto back with it. As Hutto has the basketball here. Into the hands of Carroll. Now finding Sanders. It's a three-point shot here from the right corner. It won't fall for Smart. Rebound Connally. Splitting through two defenders was Everest. And they're going to say he carried it. That's unfortunate. So unfortunate there. A turnover will go back to Hutto. Leading 37-29. Hippos leading. 5 minutes to go here in the third. Three-pointer. Right wing won't fall. That ball goes out of bounds off Hutto unless he saves it. It is saved, but it goes right into the hands of Moore. There's a three-pointer there by Hill. Wouldn't fall. Connally back with it. Opportunities here. Feeds it into the hands of Jesse Lane. Back over. Right wing. Driving in. Floater off the right side of the glass. No good Mitchell. And Connally almost had an opportunity. There's a good effort by Powell as he was darting his way inside. The senior forward. And just one of two seniors on this team alongside Keanis Moore. And now a whistle here against Hutto, and it's going to go back to Connally. Not sure what the whistle was for. I was looking down here at some numbers, and Connally will get the basketball back. Inbounding on the right side next to their own bench. It's over to Mitchell, left wing. Quick pass to Everest. Everest, right wing three. This one no good here for Powell. Had a good look. Rebound, though. It's into the hands of Moore. And turned over, and a whistle here in the backcourt. It's going to be called against Connally. I think that one may go against Powell. We'll see. 37-29 the score. It is against Powell. That's already his fourth personal foul. He's got to be careful here. One more, and that'll be it. And you do not want to lose Powell. Breon Powell has had some moments of life here for this Connally team. They need him. The senior forward, Breon Powell, will head over to the bench. Checking back in for him is Sam Barnwell. Hutto back the other way, right side, good and one. And one here for Pierre Sanders, who had 14 in the first half. Back to a 10-point advantage, trying to make it 11, 39-29. That and one on its way, and it's good at the bottom of the net. 40-29, Hutto. Mitchell, bounce pass over to Everest. Trying to go back to Mitchell, almost turned over and thrown out of bounds. And no, they will say that Mitchell, well, did it go? Yeah, what a play there by Mitchell as he threw it off of the thighs of Smart. And that'll give Connally the opportunity to hold on to it here. Inbound pass, Everest right wing. Had three on him. High pass there, and it's turned over. 2-on-1. Right side, good. Good feed inside, and the shot good there for Caden Smart. Nice assist. 42-29, 13-point deficit now for Connally. And the ball here knocked out of bounds. Connally will hold on to it. But the effort continuing to be brought here by Pierre Sanders. He is fired up. Connally inbounding the basketball. It's Lane to the back of Mitchell. Mitchell almost gets it knocked away, and a foul going to be called here. Patterson reaching in. And after a Hutto Hippo team that got into foul trouble early, well, they may just say knocked it out, I guess. I don't see a foul up there on the board. Yeah, no foul call. Now it's turned over. Hutto able to save it behind the back, and Barnwell, though, able to come up with it. That was still an excellent opportunity. Barnwell trying to bounce pass it, turns it over. Now it's Patterson, left wing. Barnwell tries to take the charge. Oh, man, they're going to call a blocking foul against Barnwell. I got to like Barnwell getting down there, but they're going to say his feet were moving, and unfortunate for Barnwell, they're going to call the blocking foul. The charge won't happen, and a timeout here called by head coach Bradley Washington. 42-29. Hutto up front here in this 5A by district matchup. 3:25 remaining in the third. We'll step aside. This is the SHN Sports Broadcast Network. Welcome back. Coming out of that Connally Cougars timeout. Cougars trailing 42-29, 3:25 remaining. And at the line here for Hutto, it is Patterson. After the foul, Patterson's left-handed free throw is good. Patterson makes the first free throw. Another one coming up here. Next free throw. This one good as well for Patterson. 44-29. Hutto starting to pull away now. Left to right as Connally bringing it to Mitchell over to the right wing. To the hands of Moore, and this one knocked out of bounds. It'll go stay with Connally. 44-29 your score, 3:10 remaining here in the third. Cougars inbounding under their own rim, high up into the air. Powell, who checked back in. Long three. Oh, man, what a shot by Powell. As he was 3 feet in front of that three-point, behind the three-point line straight away, able to find the bottom of the net. 44-32, Hutto up front. Hippos back with the basketball as they move from right to left. Left-handed dribble on the right wing by Smart, rotating top of the three, working around a high screen. And an offensive foul called here, an illegal screen called by Hill. That'll give the ball back to Connally. Well, the Cougars aren't giving up in this one at all. They've trailed over 14 in this ball game. 16 moments ago, I believe. They've cut it back down now to 12. 44-32, 2:35 remaining here in the third. It's Mitchell, the right wing, Barnwell. He'll find his teammate Houston trying to throw this one back in. Now it's Mitchell. Mitchell penetrating inside, left side. Oh, man, that one almost went in. A little bit too high, and it was knocked around. Sanders with the rebound. Mitchell trying to reach from behind the right side. Hutto quickly back with it. Three from the wing. This shot won't fall for Smart. And coming up with the basketball is Connally. Mitchell, 1-on-2, spinning around, throws it up. And a blocking foul called against Hutto, I believe, as that's the call. It's against Jalen Carroll. And that was in the act of shooting, so it'll send Mitchell to the line, shooting two. An opportunity to bring it back to within 10, 44-32, 2:08 remaining here in the third. Mitchell will bend his knees, a free throw. This one rattles in and out. It's about a third of the way in there, and it popped right back out. Tough break. Mitchell again spins it in his hand. The right-handed free throw shot rolls out, won't fall. Both of them no good. Hutto quickly with the rebound. It is Carroll into the front court, zinging through defenders, right wing. Smart thought about a three, pass back over. This one flipped inside. It's stolen by Houston. In the backcourt is Houston, wanting to run over right side. It's Barnwell, corner three. Barnwell this time couldn't open up the barn door. Unfortunately, the shot no good there for Barnwell. Hutto back with it, right to left. It is Sanders. Top of the three, pass to Smart. He'll retract near the Hendrickson logo at center court. It's an H logo. As his teammate trying to set a screen for him. Connally too smart. They steal it. It's into the hands of Mitchell. Mitchell 1-on-2. Barnwell. Someone was behind him. Nobody told him. And they say it goes out of bounds off of Mitchell as Hutto reached in, and Mitchell can't believe the call. So it goes right back to Hutto. The Hippos holding on to that 12-point advantage, 44-32 with 1:19 remaining. A tough 5A opening round matchup for Connally, but they are keeping their hearts in this ball game. Sanders with it. Left wing, Patterson. Sanders back, top of the three, guarded by Barnwell. Left-handed throw of a pass over to Smart. He'll step near the top of the three. High screen. But a good defense there by Moore again to work around it. Now into the hands of Sanders. Sanders from the left elbow, now the key. The jump shot not there. Rebound, tipped around, and Mitchell, does he have it on the court? It's a timeout called by Washington. I believe Coach Bradley Washington calling the timeout. Mitchell was down there on the court. Great effort by the 5'5" guard going up against some 6-footers, and he was able to hold it down. And the Connally Cougars calling the timeout. We'll step aside 30 seconds, 44-32. Connally trailing. This is Cougar basketball on the SHN Sports Broadcast Network. Welcome back, friends. Cougars with the basketball is Powell, three, right side, he's fouled. The shot not there, but Powell will go to the line, shooting three. Right out of that timeout, a quick pass. Powell took the quick three. He was fouled, and he'll have three opportunities here. As his team trailing 44-32, 37 seconds remaining here in the third. 3 team fouls for Hutto, 5 for Connally. Powell spinning around his back one time. The first free throw won't fall. Boy, you got to think there's something deflecting on that rim, because this rim has not been generous to Connally here on the free throw side of things in this third quarter. Powell again with the ritual, the shot. This one is good. 11-point advantage. 44-33 substitution for Hutto as Bedford checks back into the game, and Carroll heads over to the bench. Powell trying to make it 2 for 3, spins it around behind his back. Right-handed free throw shot, rattles in, good. 10-point game. Able to pull it back here. 44-34. With 37 seconds remaining in the third, Hutto lazily inbounds the pass here. They got to watch out as Connally may try to run down on him. Patterson will bring it into the front court from right to left. Hand off over to Smart. Smart left wing. Nice give and go here. Sanders back into the hands of Patterson. Took a high dribble there. No carry call. Back to Smart. Now a left-handed dribble by Sanders. Finds his teammate Hill. Look for some clock just to be ran here with 13 seconds. Hutto may be trying to hold for the last shot unless they've got a wide open. Corner three. This one on the way. Too short. And a rebound right back into Sanders, who shot it. He'll put up the shot. This one rolls in. Oh, man, what a shot by Sanders. Connally not inbounding it quick enough. They won't get an opportunity for the last shot. 46-34 after 3. The final frame coming up. This is 5A by district Connally Cougar playoff basketball on SHN Sports. We'll be right back in a few moments.
The University Interscholastic League would like to thank its corporate sponsors. Without the generous support of these sponsors, many UIL activities would not be possible. The UIL gives special thanks to Balfour, Baylor Scott & White, Dairy Max, Dairy Queen, Ford, Fox Sports Southwest, Gatorade, Hellas Construction, Max Preps, the NFHS Network, Nike, Register My Athlete, Spalding, and Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. These generous corporate sponsors support the UIL in all its activities, music, academics, and athletics. The UIL appreciates these sponsors and their participation in all that the UIL does in Texas extracurricular activities. On behalf of the UIL and its corporate sponsors, thank you for supporting UIL activities in your community, and enjoy the game.
Welcome back, friends. Inbound pass. Hutto controlling it here, leading 46-34, just underway in the fourth quarter. And a quick whistle here, and we'll see who this is on. I believe it may be a bump on Connally right out of the gate here. That'll be their 16th foul if so. The initial show up there is it's going to go against Keanis Moore. That is his third personal. 16 fouls now for Connally Cougars. And oh my goodness, just like that, another quick foul, and now Hutto will be in the bonus. That is unfortunate. 2 quick fouls, and now another one going to go here against Keanis Moore. He will pick up 2 very quick fouls within 30 seconds. 17 fouls now, and for the final 7:47 of this game, Hutto will shoot. First free throw on the front end is good, and Bedford will be rewarded. He'll have another opportunity. A 13-point Hutto Hippo advantage, 47-34. Next free throw, no good. Powell with the rebound. Over to Mitchell on the left far side. Right-handed dribble, bounce pass back to Powell. Over to Mitchell. Mitchell, back and forth they go. Mitchell trying to feed inside, slips it up right side. Oh man, it almost fell and it wouldn't drop for Mitchell. Had a great look on it. Nice fancy footwork, but not enough dancing with the stars on that play. 47-34, Hutto up front, 7:20 remaining. Left wing, it's Bedford. Drops the pass off over to Hill. Now back into the hands of Sanders. Sanders floater inside, no good. Put back good by Hill. Hill was there. He had the position, and the putback good off the left side of the glass. It's a 15-point Hutto Hippo lead now, as Connally's got to find some baskets and get some stops, 49-34. Barnwell has it, top of the three. And turned over here as I believe it was Houston trying to find Mitchell. The ball turned over. I want to welcome everybody into the broadcast, whether you are a Connally fan or a Hutto fan. By the way, Hutto's got the broadcast here tonight as well, right here on the SHN Sports Broadcast Network. Todd Robinson, the voice of the Hutto Hippos. They're on the SHN Network. He's got the call. If you're a Hippo fan, you can head over to that broadcast and hear your hometown call. Hippos back with it. Trying to run inside. It's turned over as Sanders was trying to find a lane and it got tipped away. It may have been Houston there getting a fingertip on it. Near side, Mitchell. Mitchell spinning through defenders, still on his feet, throws this one up. They're going to call and wave it off. The shot went in, and they're going to call that one on the court, and that's unfortunate. We'll see if they give him the continuation. No, they won't give it to him. Boy, that is tough for Mitchell as he had to fight through traffic. The shot fell, but they're going to call it down on the floor. Powell, three-corner off the inbound. This one won't fall. Rebound, Moore. Still has it, almost lost it. Now to Houston. Houston throws this one over. Wide open Mitchell, now he's tracked. And the shot up and no good. Mitchell was open there for the time being. The pass may have been just a little bit too high. Very costly couple of seconds there because Mitchell had to leap up into the air, pull it down. And those 2 seconds, or about a second and a half, allowed Hutto to get up there quickly and really contest Mitchell. And now a foul is called here against Connally, which will send Hutto to the line. 18 fouls now for the Cougars. The foul called on Sam Barnwell. That is his third personal. And 1-and-1 coming up here for Xavier Patterson. Xavier Patterson takes a few dribbles. A right-handed free throw shot on the way. On the front end is good. He'll get another opportunity. 16-point advantage now, 50-34. So another free throw coming up here as Bobby Ty checking in. And Moore will head back over to the bench. Moore will get a high-five stand from Coach Washington. The rest of his teammates as he walks down will give him a high-five as well on the right hand. Patterson made the first, second one good as well off the left hand. 51-34, 17-point Hutto advantage. Make sure to subscribe to us here on SHN Sports. You can keep up to date with high school Central Texas basketball and the games that we cover. Lazy pass here, and it's stolen. Bedford for Hutto. Slams it down. Well, Bedford with a statement dunk and another turnover. And Sanders has it for the Hippos. They're running now. Left side good. Sanders. The Hippos are running away with it. 55-34. Now a foul called here against Hutto. It's going to be their 5th team foul. Pretty sure that's the call. As Everest will check back into the game, Barnwell will inbound this one. The foul was called on Sam Barnwell. It's actually going to be called on Mitchell, his first personal. No, it's against Hutto, I beg your pardon. Left side shot, not there, and we'll see. A charge was called. Oh, man. Houston charged inside. Sanders is laughing. I would say laughing. He's smiling, as he should be. His team is just on a roll right now. Foul is called against Houston. On the offensive side, slip here, no travel called. NCAA ball, that would be a travel if you slip. They didn't call it here. Turnover back to the Cougars. It's Everest will retreat on the right wing. Bobby Ty back over to Everest. Everest wanting to penetrate inside, loses his dribble. There to pick it up is Houston, back over to Ty. Ty looking for a teammate. He'll pass over to Powell. 55-34 your score with 5:01 remaining. Everest from near the left elbow. Jump shot, no good off the back of the rim. Barnwell trying to fight for it. Barnwell not able to save it. Good effort, though, by Barnwell. Got to give Sam Barnwell the credit, the sophomore. A lot of energy there on the defensive end, just not enough to save that basketball, but I still love the effort. As Mitchell, beg your pardon, it's going to be Everest heading over to the bench, and checking back into the ballgame is Jesse Lane for Connally. 55-34, 4:48 remaining here in this 5A by district matchup. Sanders, top of the three-point line on lane, spins around. He'll pick up his dribble, and that should be a travel, and it is. Travel called against Bedford. As Sanders was driving in, he spun around. He found Bedford, and Bedford took a step before the dribble, and that's always going to be a travel. 55-34, Connally trailing, 4:33 remaining. Barnwell has it on the left wing from right to left, and he loses the dribble out of bounds. He tried to take off. He was looking to penetrate inside. Barnwell's frustrated. And with his teammate, trying to tell his teammate, hey, run the baseline. I think he was talking to Houston over there. And tough break there for Connally. 55-34, 4:26 remaining. Hutto back with the basketball, inbounding on their own side, moving from right to left across the Hendrickson logo. Right-handed dribble, Sanders. Guarded by Lane. Bounce pass over to the right wing, Patterson. Now to the left wing, it's Richardson. That's who the foul was on earlier for Hutto, by the way. It wasn't Mitchell on Connally. It was Richardson who checked in for Hutto. Hutto with 5 team fouls. Connally has 9 with 4 minutes straight up remaining. Trailing 55-34. Hutto with the basketball, though. They're in front. Richardson has it. A lot of clock here. Straight away 3. This shot good. Bedford nailed the 3 straight away. 58-34. Hutto has came alive here in this fourth quarter. 58-34 the score, rather. Connally has it. Houston. Over to Lane, left wing. Looking at Ty in that left corner instead. It's Barnwell. Barnwell double team. Picks up, loses the ball. Bobby Ty will take a 3. This one good. A bank shot 3 for Bobby Ty. 58-37. Nothing over yet. Still 3:16 to go. Connally can get a few stops here. They've got a score, though, and a timeout called by Hutto. 58-37 your score. 3:13 remaining. We'll step aside. This is Connally Cougar basketball on the SHN Sports Broadcast Network. Back quickly in action as Hutto on the inbound pass, an easy score here for Sanders, 60-37. Barnwell wanting to run with it, couldn't find it off the right side of the glass. Hutto quickly back with it, leading, 2:47 remaining here in the game. Left corner, Sanders, baseline, left side, right side, shot good. Connally here, unfortunately, losing a little bit of composure as they've just trying to get some shots, and it's not falling. Lane right side. This shot takes a bounce. It's good for Jesse Lane. 62-39. Hutto up front, 2:16 remaining. Hutto back with it. Top of the 3, Patterson. Right wing pass, Smart. Back over to Sanders on the right wing. Patterson trying to set a screen for him. He tells him to move out of it. He wants to take it himself. Turnaround. Whoa, that's a Kobe Bryant step back, and it falls. Oh, my goodness. Sanders with the fancy footwork reminding me of the great Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan on that play. What a spin move. Bobby Ty takes a 3 for Connally. Not there. 64-39 the score. With 1:34 remaining here in this ball game. Hutto bounce pass to Smart. Hutto should just run a bunch of clock here. There's no need for him to really run the score up too much anymore. I mean, they're going to take a shot if they have one, but inside Sanders, and he turns it over. It's a pass. He didn't turn it over. It's a pass from Patterson, and the ball is turned over. Ashton Mitchell checking back into the game for Connally alongside McAnthony Everest. Barnwell will head over to the bench with Houston. Some great kids here at Connally. I know a tough one here tonight, but a season really you got to be proud of for getting into the playoffs with so many new kiddos on this team. As Powell will head over to the bench as well. And he'll get a clap from the Connally fans here. 64-39, 1:16 remaining. Connally to inbound the basketball. It's Houston on the baseline, all the way on the left side of the court, moving from left to right. He'll pass to Mitchell. Mitchell on the near side. Back over to Houston. Houston to Bobby Ty. Step back three. Ty. This one too short. Rebound Everest. Everest the pass to Houston. Flips this one up. Too strong. And turnaround jumper. And one for DeAndre Toy, the sophomore guard. This is a young man you'll see more of guaranteed next year. Nice move there by Toy, and he'll go to the line for the and one. 64-41. Hutto up front with 1 minute straight away. Toy at the line for the and one opportunity. He'll bend his knees. A right-handed free throw shot, not there. Wanted to thank Chris Cutler for helping to make this game possible tonight, or this broadcast possible. Back the other way, Hutto quickly just throws that one in off the right side. Chris Cutler and Mindy Norman tonight making this broadcast possible. And we've got data fees and things to cover here at SHN, and in order to broadcast these games, there is a little bit of an expense, and we couldn't have done it without you, Chris, and without you, Mindy. Thank you for your generous support tonight of Connally Cougar playoff basketball here on SHN Sports. Timeout called on the court by Connally. 66-41 your score, as Hutto will move on to the area round. Friends, wanted to remind you, don't miss the UIL Boys Basketball State Tournament March the 12th through the 14th at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio. Tickets are available to purchase now through Ticketmaster. For more information, visit UILTexas.org. That's UILTexas.org. Connally has it, left to right with 48 seconds remaining, trailing 66-41. Everest, nice move there by Everest. It wouldn't fall. The rebound, though, to Toy. And now left wing into the hands, and a jump shot here, no good by Moore. As he went from the left wing, drove it all the way in, and it wouldn't fall. 66-41. Hutto can stand here and just run some clock, and I would expect them to do just that. Left wing, Irola. Right wing, Irola. A pass from Roderick Soto, and ball here knocked out of bounds by Connally. Everest still playing some aggressive defense down there as he knocked that one out. 14 seconds remaining. To the hands of Connally, a strip here. The Cougars have it. It's Mitchell puts this one up. Oh, the throwback slam wasn't there for Powell. A nice little look there, a little bit of a smile from Mitchell as he was trying to throw it down with Powell, but that'll do it. 66-41 your final, as the state-ranked Hutto Hippos. A little bit too much here tonight. Want to give a special shout out to those seniors here for Connally. A terrific season. I know it's heartbreaking when you fall short here in this round, but Breon Powell and Keanis Moore, all the Connally Cougars young men here tonight, and a very well fought, very well hard played game by Connally and both of these teams, and a lot of great sportsmanship out there tonight. Friends, again, your final 66-41. Make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube on the SHN Sports channel. You can keep up to date with the latest in Central Texas high school basketball as we cover live events throughout here in Central Texas, and honestly quite nationwide now throughout multiple states. If you or your team is interested in a broadcast, we can make that happen. Visit SHNsports.com/box. That's BOX, SHNsports.com/box. As the Connally Cougars will meet down on the court, the coaches in prayer and the players in prayer besides themselves next to them. You got to love seeing that. And the first golden basketball of the season goes for Hutto. They'll get the first one of the season. Congratulations to Hutto. Wish them well on their journey. 66-41. Thank you, Connally. We appreciate you. We love you. The Pflugerville Connally community is Coach Walsh giving a pat on the back to all his kids. You know he loves these kids. And we appreciate Coach Washington. Friends, your final tonight again, 66-41. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch up with you next time, reminding you tonight that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. Provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. Somebody out there tonight needs you. Good night, and God bless from Hendrickson High School. We'll see you, friends.